What? You want proof that Satan is real? Look no further than the people on the left. Yeah. When they show you who they are, you better believe them.
Interesting piece of content. I don't believe in Satan. I don't believe in God or heaven or hell. So I don't believe that Satan is real. But I believe that people can be evil, which I think is what you're getting at. And I also agree with the last thing that you said there. When people show you who they are, believe them, pay attention. That's why when I hear your words, essentially saying if you want to know who's evil, just look at the left. I I'm confused because when I think of evil, I think of people who openly root for alligators to eat other human beings because they were born on the wrong side of an invisible line. When I think of evil, I think of people that root for non-deputized masked militia roaming the streets and snatching up anybody that they just don't like, disagree with. When I think of evil, I think of people that believe it is their place to control other people's bodies through the legislative process. When I think of evil, I think of a group of people that attack their own country because they're unhappy with an election result. When I think of evil, I think of people who intentionally misled or mislead millions of people into believing something that is clearly not true in order to do some of the most unspeakable things you can imagine, to follow you right off of a cliff. You guys right now are actively rooting for people to get eaten by alligators. And you want to tell us that it's the left that's evil? Evil exists on both sides. Let's not pretend like it doesn't. But my God, lady, come on. You guys took a man that was here legally under federally protected status and cheered on the fact that he was thrown in an El Salvadorian prison gang prison. You don't get to tell us who is and is not evil until you buy a fucking mirror.